What is going on, YouTube? PPS here. It is YouTube play of the day time. I know you guys are probably wondering why we're not doing past the prop. We still have Stu out in Vegas, unfortunately, but we will be doing a spaces in a few hours. I think it's going to be 4 Central Time. We'll be doing that spaces. So keep your eyes out for that. But I will be dropping 2 plays here. And might as well. We've been hot, 7-1 over our last 8, over our last 4 videos. That spans. Unfortunately, yesterday, Cardinals just could not get it done for us. But we did have Jesus Luzardo and Ketel Marte come through, which is awesome, especially at plus money. Helps alleviate the juice of the other play there. So we ended up juicing out at 0.22 units. Ends up getting us to 34.27, 6.31. So got 2 spots today. One of them's a 1.5 unit. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I do want to get that out for you guys now. This will probably be my biggest play of the night. But we'll get it started right away with our smaller one. It's going to be the Nationals' first 5. I understand the Nationals are not good. Patrick Corbin on the bump, right? It's not a great look, but we do have the Colorado Rockies, who are now 4th worst in OPS versus lefties. They only have a 682. We've seen CJ Cron possibly get injured. We've seen who's the other? Chris Bryant. He's day-to-day going into today, which is obviously not good. Those are your 2 guys that you want in this type of game against a lefty. Obviously, Corbin has struggled against lefties, but it does have an xFIP over the last 6 weeks, 4.4, which is pretty good for what you expect from him. In the second half, obviously, he's only had 1 start, but his K rate was up 27% in that last outing. The batting average and balls in play is extremely high. Expect that to come down. But yeah, definitely at home. He's got a nice FIP of 3.96. He has a 603 FIP on the road. Obviously, we know that he gives up some power to righties, but he has been better against lefties, right? 3.72 FIP against lefties, and an xFIP of 4.49 against right-handed batters. I know there's going to be hard contact, but I trust this Nationals lineup in this matchup. As hard as that is to say, Carl Kaufman, I don't know how he's in the big leagues right now. He has no swing and miss. He gets hit around. I truly do not know how he is in the big leagues right now. His sinker has a 375 batting average against. 4-seamer has a 438, changeup 313, slider 364, and cutter 383. All of them over a 50% hard hit rate. This dude is just really bad. I understand the Nationals are not the greatest offense that you want to back here, but we have seen a little bit step forward in the progression of Patrick Corbin over these last few starts. 3 out of the last 4 have been pretty good. Obviously, you can go into his contract is shit. I get it. His contract's gonna be shit whether he even wins 10 games this year, right? Because of how much they paid him. But he has been competent. He has found a way to get outs. Really been a lot better than I expected looking at his underlying metrics, which I thought were going to be through the roof. But a guy like Kaufman, as many barrels as he's been finding, Patrick Corbin is down 3% in barrel rate, around 8%. He was at 11 last year. A lot of hard hit against him last year. I really like this Nationals team to come through for us. I understand this is not the team you want to back normally, but they're at home. Corbin on the bump. We're facing off against a guy who is not major league level. If Cron and Bryant are out, I expect this number to get to like minus 125. It's sitting at minus 150 just for the straight up money line. If you want to throw that in a parlay with the guy to get it hit, I get that. But I really like the Nationals today, and I didn't think I was going to, but it's tough. It's tough to get away and want to not fade Carl Kaufman, who I just can't imagine is going to be in the league for much longer. But it's not like it's a huge park upgrade either for the pitchers from Colorado either. Nationals Park will play up power. Obviously, I've talked about it. Nationals are not the greatest power hitting team. They do run. They do steal bases. They're fast. They got guys who don't strike out. And if you're putting the ball in play in this one, I think that we're going to have a good shot here for the Nationals. So first 1.5 unit play in a while. I'm going to pull it up and have both plays there so you guys can see it. I think this does help and benefit. All right, minus 108. We got that line on. We'll switch to that, and I'm going to be rolling with this. With the Cardinals, at minus 122. Let me switch off the Nationals. I'm going to track it at 108. Usually that does not happen, but we will track it at 108 there. Cardinals, 1.5 unit over 9.5. Minus 122. I love this spot. Absolutely love this spot. We have the Diamondbacks and Ryan Nelson facing off against Adam Wainwright, man. Adam Wainwright has been absolutely terrible. I can't believe that. I guess you just got to put him out there because he's been with you for so long. I don't really understand any other reason for doing it. I mean, these numbers are absurd. 396 batting average to lefties, 723 slugging. That is with 112 batters faced. That is not like a 30-person sample size. That is pretty big. He's got an 8.65 ERA at home, which is like, oh, wow, he's really bad at home. Maybe he's better on the road. No, he's got a 336 batting average on the road, 6.6 ERA, 627 slugging. Like, this is really, really bad numbers. And Ryan Nelson, I understand. I've been backing him a little bit here, but his home run splits are bonkers, right? 2.67 ERA away. He's been really good on the road this year, 223 average. At home, 8.08. That is one of the biggest discrepancies I've ever seen. Almost 6 full runs is wild to me. Let's look at the full team, right? We want to look at bullpen numbers for the season. They're ranked 7th and 8th worst with a 4.4 ERA, 1.3 whip for the Diamondbacks, 1.4 whip. You're not seeing really any closers step up there. I mean, Hensley has been good, but I don't even know who the Diamondback closer is. Genkel, I think. It's been all over the place for those guys. And then if we want to just look at team ERA over the last 30 games, Diamondbacks 5.09, Cardinals 4.78 as a team ERA there. You just go off of their averages, they're hitting this. Now you go into Arizona. The Diamondbacks have been hitting the ball very, very well. Corbin Carroll hits another home run again last night. This is just a tough spot for both pitching staffs. I don't want to back any sort of pitching here. I want to be backing these guys who are absolutely raking right now, both teams. Cardinals obviously got wrecked yesterday, but prior to that, they did get a few wins in that series. This is not a very friendly spot for pitchers in this one. Diamondbacks over the last 7 days, which spans 6 games for them. They have a team OPS of 820, 11 home runs in those last 6 games, right? So they're sitting well. Obviously, they played the Reds in that one, but Cardinal staff not very good. I don't expect Wainwright to go very deep, right? And their bullpen is bad. I just mentioned it. 6.5 or 65 pitches is what I'm seeing for Wainwright here. I mean, that's enough to do some damage. I wish they would just give him the full count so I could take his over hits allowed like I always do. But absolutely love this spot for the Cardinals and the D-backs. D-backs team total on FanDuel I'm seeing at 5. And I'm actually really surprised that this Cardinals one is not higher. I think people are a little bit afraid of Ryan Nelson in his last couple starts. But, dude, home road splits, I know not many people like to look at them, man, but 42 innings, that's enough sample size, right? 42 innings with an 8.08 ERA is big enough for you to understand that is bad. So I love this spot. Biggest play of the day, biggest play in probably the last couple of weeks on the play of the days. So hopefully we can come through and get back on track here with another winning day. Like I said, did get juiced out a little bit there, but I do love these spots. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck today, and make sure you tune into our spaces here that'll be coming up in a few hours. So have a good one. Good luck.